What's up, YouTube, and happy Tuesday. It's Unlimited DFS here, and tonight we have an 8-game NBA slate that tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Before we get into the NBA news for tonight's slate, we wanted to let you guys know that we're having a $100 giveaway via PayPal. In order to be entered into our drawing, you must be subscribed to our channel, like this video, and lastly, leave a comment below to be entered into our $100 raffle. Let's get into tonight's 8-game NBA slate. First and foremost, we have 4 studs priced over 10K. Embiid at the center position, priced at 10.8. We also have Westbrook at the point guard position, priced at 12K. Lillard, priced at 10.4. And last but not least, Simmons, priced at 10K. Other than that, let's get into the injury news on today's slate. Most importantly, James Harden has been ruled out, as he was last game as well, including James Ennis. So again, both of those guys have been ruled out for tonight's contest with hammies. Obviously, with no Harden, that gives increase of usage to Chris Paul. Also gives increase in usage to Eric Gordon, and lastly gives an increase in usage to Gerald Green. I'd like to talk on this subject for a second because we had James Harden out the other day and people probably chased this chalk, and the chalk obviously let people down. Chris Paul was about 9,500 last time, so he needed about 48 FanDuel points to hit value, and he came up short and only got 32 FanDuel points. Let a lot of people down, as well as his teammate Eric Gordon, priced around 6K last time Harden was out, and only ended up scoring 22 FanDuel points, so didn't exceed value as well. The only person that did hit value last game with Harden out was Gerald Green. I think he was priced at like 4,400, so only needed about 22 FanDuel points to hit value, and he exceeded that and hit 24.5. Again, tonight, these guys could all be in your lineups. Eric Gordon's price tag seems a little hefty for what he's been doing. He's only scored over 33 FanDuel points once this season, and he needs 32 FanDuel points to hit value tonight. So his cash game floor hasn't technically been there this year, but if you take that route, I obviously see why. Other news besides James Harden and James Ennis being out tonight, the other big news that we have is Kevin Love is still out with that foot issue. So last game, Decker started in place of Love and ended up getting about 19.5 FanDuel points, and he did hit value, which was nice. We didn't go that route, but we saw that some people did, and it was a fine play for a solid punt. But again, with no Love, Decker started last game and scored about 20 FanDuel points. But besides Decker, with Love being out, someone that benefits the most would be Larry Nance. Nance's price tag obviously has jumped, so he can be talked about if you are considering playing him. And then other than that, only real big injury news we have of today is Steven Adams is a game-time decision. Last we saw, seemed like he was on track to play, but if for some reason he was to sit, someone like Nerlens Noel would become a very strong play. With Adams out last game, Noel ended up scoring 55 FanDuel points and was the best play of the night that night. So again, if Adams is for some reason ruled out, you could look at Noel at the center position. Other than that, another play from Oklahoma that you can target would be someone like Dennis Schroeder, averaging about 30 FanDuel points per game and only priced at 5.2K. He's a solid cash game floor, and even with Adams playing, Schroeder seems like a nice guy to lock into your lineups tonight. Has only scored under 20 FanDuel points once this season. His minutes are there. So again, Schroeder is a very safe cash game floor. Nice guy to lock into your lineups tonight to build around. So other than that, there's not too much injury news that's out on the slate. Other than that, we'll go up here to the point guard position and go through some plays that we are enjoying. One solid play tonight that we like is Kemba. Kemba at home is obviously money. He's only had one game all year where he scored under 40 fantasy points, and he's still cheaper than John Wall. He got 35 FanDuel points on the 19th, but other than that, like I said, he hasn't got anything lower than 40 FanDuel points. So lock him into your lineups tonight and feel safe about rostering him. Other than that, at point guard, you can consider someone like Irving. If you're looking for maybe a GPP play, you could consider someone like Kyrie. Even right here in that price range too, you can consider someone like Trae Young. We have seen him go off. Those are two GPP targets that you can consider. And then I guess a value play from the slate, you could consider someone like Colin Sexton, whose minutes have been over 20, 25-ish, and he's getting about 20 to 20-ish, 25-ish FanDuel points. So that's someone you can consider for value. The shooting guard position, besides Gordon and Schroeder, other guys you could consider. Buddy Hield obviously looks like a solid play from Sacramento. Bogdanovich obviously still is out. And Amon Shumpert has been ruled out tonight as well. So that will probably give Buddy Hield a little bit of a bump as well. Shumpert's 25 minutes got to go to somebody. So Hield will probably soak up a few of those minutes. Other than that, at shooting guard, J.J. Redick can also be considered a pretty strong play. A little bit volatile up and down, but with the price range at 5K, you could find some value rostering him as well. Moving on to the showing forward position, we could look at someone like Covington at 6K for cash games. His floor has been pretty solid. A little volatile there on the 24th with only 14 FanDuel points, but for the most part, his floor is very solid, getting you about 30 FanDuel points per game. You can look at someone like him. Batum could also get some good run-in tonight, and a guy like Gallo. Could even look at someone like Gallo tonight. His floor is very solid too, and he's pretty consistent. So he'd look to be a pretty good cash game play as well. And you could also consider someone like Cedi Osman and Melo at that position too. Moving on over to power forward. Other guys besides Nance that you can consider strong play, someone like Jaren Jackson. Been playing lights out. Last game, only got 14 minutes. Didn't play too well, but should definitely get an increase tonight, and the minutes will be there, and Jaren Jackson's looking like a solid play tonight. Other guys you could consider, Aaron Gordon, always a solid play for the most part. But if you wanted to save some money, another solid play that you can consider is someone like Zach Collins, who has been a stud for the Trailblazers this year. Last 3 games, averaging about 28 FanDuel points per game, and only priced at $44K. You can find some pretty nice value rostering him. And then lastly, at this position, you could look at someone like Jeremy Grant, who's priced at $4,800, who will get some good run tonight against the Clippers team and whose minutes have definitely been there. And then last but not least, heading over to the center position, like we said, Embiid is one of 4 players priced over $10K on tonight's 8-game slate. Drummond is a very solid cash game play. Vucevic, so your top 3 guys here are probably 3 really strong plays. Vucevic might be one of the better plays on the night as well. Again, keep your eyes on Steven Adams. And then last but not least, at center position, maybe you could consider someone like Dwayne Dedmon. Pretty volatile pick, though, more of a GPP take. If you guys have any questions, write us something in the comments, or you can find us on Twitter at UnlimitedDFS. Other than that, these are pretty much some of the plays that we're on tonight. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a rundown. Again, don't forget about the $100 giveaway. Like we said, in order to be entered into that drawing, you must be subscribed to our channel, like this video, and lastly, leave a comment below. With that being said, good luck tonight in your guys' contests, and we'll be leaving